I will start over because I forgot to start recording. I was saying that we were going to have, in 2 weeks, we're going to have English week. And during the English week, we're going to have English competitions. First of all, we're going to have reading competition. In the reading competition, you have to choose any lesson or any story and read it. You record a video of yourself and you upload the video on the flip grid. We will send you the link for the flip grid. You're going to have only 1 hour to submit your video. So please, if you would like, it's optional. You're not all obliged to participate. But if you want to participate in the reading, start training, train on reading any text or any story. After we finish from the, just a second, yeah, Amal. After we finish from the reading competition, we're going to have a writing competition. You will have, we will be live on Zoom, and you're going to write a certain paragraph or whatever we choose for you. We will give you a certain prompt, and you're going to write. It's also optional for those who would like to participate. You can participate. Others, if you wouldn't like to participate in the writing, then it's up to you. Plus, we're going to have fun activities during the live session. So we're going to send notices by today on the parents group to tell you about the specific dates for the competitions. Okay, and I repeat, it's optional. You're not obliged, but if I would like you to participate in the competitions. Okay, yes, Aman, you can unmute yourself, Aman.
I want to tell you that if
Okay, just a
I
second.
mean, please,
Yes,
yes.
it's making an echo.
If I want, yeah. If I wanna to no, if I wanna
What? Participate if you want to participate
yes, in the reading.
in the.
From what to what?
Yes.
The clock.
Ah, we didn't send the times. We didn't specify the times now, but it will be in the afternoon for sure.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Welcome. Let's see who's Hassan and Marouwi. Uh, who's Hassan and Marouwi? Who are you, miss? I know that I have Hassan Sabra, not Hassan Marouwi in my class. Hi. Please, can you unmute yourself?
This I'm sure.
Ah, Jude. Hayati. Okay, Jude. Okay. I forgot that you're from, your family name is Mroui. Okay, no problem, Jude. Hi, everyone. So let's continue. Uh, so this week we're going to cover, to continue with the grammar lesson, plural nouns, but we're going to take a new type of plural nouns, the irregular plural nouns. And also we're going to cover a funny type of writing, which is writing a haiku. So I'm going to start with you with the writing because you're going to have a homework in the writing. So guys, let me allow Hassan Sabra to attend. Okay, this is Hassan Sabra. So, guys, as I said, that during this week we're going to cover grammar and writing. In the grammar, we're going to continue with the irregular plural nouns. Okay, you for sure you're going to have exercises in that.
Miss,
Yes,
I wanna ask something.
yes.
That all of the teachers,
Mm.
uh, the all of the teachers are no, I mean, I do lessons. They are not giving
No,
us
no.
new things.
No, I'm not repeating the lesson. No, I'm continuing with it. So last week or the week before it, we covered the regular plural nouns. This week we're going to cover the irregular plural nouns, and when I explain them, you will know what I mean exactly about the irregular plurals. And we're going to cover writing a haiku. So let's move on to the writing first.
Okay.
We're going to have a graded writing homework, so you would have time to solve it. Then later we move back to the grammar. So let's start with the writing.
Okay.
Haiku. If you remember that last week we covered. Okay, let me allow your friends to attend. So guys, if you notice that last week we took poetry, if you remember, and from the poetry we covered certain type of poetry writing which is called haiku. So what do we mean by haiku? Let's repeat the definition of haiku. Before I repeat the definition of haiku, there is something very important you have to know the meaning of it, which is a syllable. What do we mean by a syllable? Focus and concentrate with me. A syllable is a part of a word. You know that we have words, and in order, sometimes when you have long words or difficult words, I tell you to divide it into parts or to divide it into syllables. So what do I mean by syllables? A syllable is a part of a word that makes a sound. It's pronounced as a unit, as one whole part. So every one whole part in a word, it makes a syllable. So when I pronounce a part in a word, then I'm making a syllable, and the syllable is usually, it should have a vowel letter, because the vowel letters are the letters that give us the sounds, okay? That gives us the main sounds with the help of the consonant letters. So when we say a syllable, we mean a part of a word pronounced as one unit, one whole, one part, okay? And it's made of a vowel or more than one vowel. I might have one vowel letter or more than one vowel letter and consonants with it. Okay? Example, the word haiku. Listen to the word haiku. Haiku. How many sounds or how many parts do you think it makes? Altaf, if we say the word haiku, how many parts do you think it makes? Or how many parts do you hear? How many sounds do you hear?
Two.
Two. What are they?
Had
Hi,
two.
haiku. Excellent. So here we say that the word haiku is made out of two syllables. It's made out of two syllables. We mean two parts. Haiku is made of two syllables, two parts. Okay? So these are the syllables. It has two syllables, hai and ku. Let's take another example. Who is unmuted? Please mute yourself. Please, those who are unmuted, mute yourselves. Okay, thank you. You're so polite. Okay, guys, let's continue the word introduction. Introduction. Uh-huh. When you read it, it will say introduction. Okay, Aman,
Yes.
let's try to divide the word
Yes.
introduction into syllables. How many sounds or how many parts do you find here in this? What do you hear? Read it. Introduction.
Yes.
Read it. Introduction. How many parts we have here?
Um. Has for
Four. What are they?
uh,
Listen.
the
Introduction.
has
Okay. In.
has four syllables.
How did you know that it has four syllables other than reading it
Is
from here? When you hear the word introduction, listen to me. Listen to me. How you know? You hear the sound. Eh, in, tro, oh. This is the second sound, second part. Oh, intro, duck, duck. Also, it has a short sound. Ah, duck, shin, and I have the sound sh at the end. So I have four syllables. Intro, duck, shin. So I have four sounds, four parts in the word, four syllables. Okay, so this is the introduction, because it's very important to know what we mean by syllables. It will help you a lot. It will help you a lot while writing a haiku. Guys, if you will keep unmuting yourself, if you will keep unmuting yourselves, then I will not allow you to unmute yourselves anymore. Pay attention, guys, please. Be careful. Because here I'm explaining something very important. So it's very important to know what we mean by syllables. Syllables when we have sounds, parts, okay? Parts. Let me allow Ali Hamoud to attend. Now I can move. Now I can move to the haiku. What do I mean by a haiku? Haiku is a type of writing of poetry. Where it comes from Japan. It's a type of traditional, very old Japanese poetry. So the Japanese people used to write haiku. What do they have? Haikus, what do they have? Haiku poems consist of three lines only. Look at me here, guys. I have only three lines in the haiku. Okay, line one, line two, line three. What do I find in these lines? In the first and the last line, I should have five syllables. I should find five syllables. When I divide the words, all of the words in the line, I should find only five syllables. Okay? In the first and in the third line. In the line in the middle, in the second line, I find seven syllables. That's it. So in the first and in the third line, I find five syllables. When I divide all of the words, I will find only five syllables. But in the second line in the middle, I should find seven syllables. That's it. That is the haiku. Three lines. The first and the third line are made of five syllables. I might have five words, each word of one syllable, or I might have three words, for example, a word, two words of two syllables and one word of one syllable. Okay, it depends. In the middle, I should have seven syllables. Okay, and the lines rarely rhyme. They do not. Most of the time, they do not rhyme at all. They do not rhyme. Okay, it's not necessary to focus on rhyming the lines, but what I care about in the haiku is the number of syllables. So how could I write a haiku? Because haikus are such short poems, since they are very short, okay, and they depend on the number of the syllables, so they are usually written about recognizable things. What do we mean by recognizable things? Things that are very easy to recognize by you. Example about animals or seasons. If you remember that we wrote a haiku about the dog on the beach and about the rat. Okay, so the rat is an animal. The dog is an animal also, and it was on the beach during summer season. So here we wrote about the animal and the season at the same time. So because haiku is very short and it depends mainly on the number of syllables, we write about recognizable things in 3 lines, like animals or seasons or maybe an occasion. Okay, let's have examples of haikus. Karim Bitar. Karim Bitar,
Yes,
can
yes.
you read the first haiku? The first haiku.
Sun scatters the beach,
Title.
waves crash
What is the title? Guys, whenever you want to read, start
beaches.
from the title. Yes.
Sand
Yes, I
scatters
did.
the beach.
Continue, yeah.
Sand scatters the beach. Waves crash on the sandy shore. Blue water shimmers.
Okay, first, my first question for you, ya Karim, is what is the haiku talking about? What
About the beach
beach? When do we go to the beach? And sand and sun,
in summer.
both in summer.
Summer.
I'm talking about beaches, especially in summer season. So first of all, here the writer chose a season to write a haiku about it, which is summer. Now let's go step by step into the lines of the haiku. How many lines do we have here, ya Karim? How many
Three.
lines? 3 lines. So the first step is that I have 3 lines in this haiku. Okay? Thank you, Karim. Now, guys, we said that the haiku depends on the number of syllables. Let me show you what do we mean by number of syllables with more details. In the first line, we said that we should have 5 syllables. Okay. Sand scatters the beach. The first word, sand. Ah, I have only one sound. Sand. So this is syllable number 1. Only one part, one sound. Scatters. Scatters. I have ah and eh. So here I have 2 sounds, 2 syllables. So this is syllable 2. This is syllable 3. So till now I have 3 syllables. I still need in the first line 2 more syllables to become 5. The, this is the 4th syllable. Beach. Here I have only one sound, one pulse. So this is the 5th syllable. So if you notice that in the first line, I talked about the sand in in 4 words that have 5 syllables. So I have 5 syllables in the first line. We said in the haiku in the second line, I must have 7 syllables. Let's see. Waves crash on the sandy shore. What do you want, ya Amal?
I didn't understand so much the syllable.
Syllables, the parts and words. How many parts do I have? Notice that sand has
One
only 2 parts, one sound. Scatter has 2 parts, two
sound.
sounds. The has one sound, one part, and beach has one sound, one part. So if you count all of the parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you will get 5 parts, 5 sounds. Okay?
Oh,
I will have five
okay.
syllables. Some syllables
Okay.
have only one sound, one syllable. Sorry, some words have only one sound, one syllable. Other words have 2 or 3 syllables. Okay? Clear? Let's continue. Notes in number 2. We said that in the haiku, in the second line, I should have 7 syllables. Let's see. Waves crash on the sandy shore. Waves crash on the sandy shore. Waves, waves. Here I have 2 vowel letters, 2 sounds. Okay, 1, 2. Crash, ah, 1 sound. This is a 3. On, oh, this is the 4th. The, this is the 5th. Sorry, waves 1. I counted wrong. Waves, I have long sound. A, 1. Crash, 1 syllable. On, 1 syllable. The, 1 syllable. Sandy, ah, and e, A and E. So I have two sounds here. Notice that I have two sounds, A and E. So I have two syllables. Short, one syllable. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. So here my haiku is correct because in the first line I have 5 syllables. In the second line I have 7 syllables. Let's see in the third line how many syllables do I have. Blue water shimmers. Blue, one sound. Water, water, eh. So I have 2 syllables. Shimmers, and also and So I have also 2 syllables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you notice that I have only 3 words, but I have 5 syllables. So when you want to write the haiku, it's not necessary to have 7 words or 5 words. No, it's necessary to have syllables, parts, because some words might have 3 syllables, other words might have 2, others might have 4. It depends. So after, when you write a haiku, you have to know to pay attention to the number of syllables written. Notice something, that I do not have rhyming words. There are no rhyming words. Beach, shore, shimmers. There are no same sounds at the end of the lines, so there are no rhyming words. And I chose here a season. So again, I repeat, when you want to write a haiku, you choose recognizable things like seasons, animals, or occasions, for example. Let's take the other example. Other example, Jude. Marie, pay attention and stop playing.
Yes.
Yes, Jude. Can you read the second example of the haiku?
Yes. Easter chocolate.
So from the title here,
Easter bunny.
we're going to talk about or write a haiku about Easter. It's an occasion. Let's see what the writer wrote.
Easter bunny hides. Easter eggs are out of sight. Kids look everywhere.
Uh-huh. Okay. So I'm just talking about Easter. What happens in Easter? Yalla, Jude, help me find the number of syllables or the syllables in the first line. We said in the first line how many syllables we should find? How many syllables we should find in the first and in the third line?
3.
5.
1.
Oh, 5 syllables. In 1 and the 3, in the first line and in the third line, we have to find 5 syllables. 5 parts, not 5 words, 5 parts, I mean. In the second line, we have to find 7 syllables. Let's see here if the writer wrote 5 syllables in the first line, Yajul. Yalla. Let's try to divide the words into syllables. Easter. How many sounds do you hear here, or how many parts do you find in this word?
I hear the E.
East,
Ter.
and ter. Excellent. So till now I have 2 syllables. This is 1, this is 2. E and E, different sounds, different parts. Easter. Let's continue, Yajul. Bunny. How many syllables do I find in bunny?
B-U-N.
And what?
Me.
E at the end, the Y letter accent. So the A and the E, ba, ni. So I have 2 sounds, 2 parts. Excellent. 1 and 2. Hide.
H-I.
How many sounds do you hear in this word? Hide. How many sounds?
O.
The I only.
Yes.
Wait a little bit. The I only. Hide. This is silent E, so I do not count it. Hide. This is I. So till now I hear E, in Easter, A and E in bunny, and I in hide. So till now I have 5 syllables, 5 parts that have 5 sounds. Easter, bunny, hide. This is in the first line. Thank you, Jude. Who was talking? Who was talking? Okay. Let's go.
Me.
What do you want to say?
Easter. Can we say Easter?
Easter? No, E, because I have 2 vowel letters. The first one takes the long sound. Easter. Easter.
Okay.
Oh. Hassan Sabra. Hassan. Hassan. Cannot hear me. Karim Kirde. Karim Kirde. Guys,
Yes.
who's talking? Hassan or Karim? Karim. Karim. Let's see in the second line. We said how many syllables we must find in the second line of the haiku? How many syllables we must find in the second line of the haiku? Karim, were you with us? Karim, miss? Karim, talk to me. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Okay, miss, I'm asking you a question. Okay, miss, how many syllables we must have to found in line 2 in the haiku?
3.
3? Did I say 3? Did I mention even 3 syllables in haiku? I have been talking from the beginning that in the first and in the third line we must find 5 syllables. Altaf. In the second line, how many syllables we must find the altaf?
7.
7 syllables. Miss, when I talk, listen to me. Concentrate, please. We must find in the second line of the haiku 7 syllables. 7 syllables. Thank you, Ya Altaf. Let's see, Ya Karim, if we can find 7 syllables in the second line. Easter. Easter, how many syllables does it have? And again, I repeat, syllable is a part of the word that has a sound, that makes a sound, and it's spelled together as one unit. Easter, how many syllables does it have? How many sounds do you hear here? Okay, let me help you. Karim, why did you mute yourself? I didn't finish with you, Yamas.
Miss, you was talking with me?
No. Yes, Hassan, now you heard me?
Yeah.
طيب Hassan, يلا, continue Hassan. We said that in the second line, we should have 7 syllables. Okay, let's check if we have 7 syllables in the second line of this haiku.
Stand.
Okay, how many syllables here?
2.
2. East and third. Pay attention, ya Karim. Karim. Continue, ya Hassan. Eggs, how many syllables?
Egg. 2.
Where to? لا, is not a vowel letter, and eggs makes one part. When you pronounce it, it makes one part. So eggs only. One syllable.
Okay.
When we say syllables, we mean the sounds, the sounds come from the vowel letters. Continue. R.
R, 1 syllable.
Excellent.
Now we have 5 syllables.
Till now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Pay attention. Easter 2, X 1, and R 1. So till now we have 4 syllables. Let's continue.
4.
Out. How many syllables?
1.
1. Excellent. Out. Just one sound. Out. Continue.
Off.
Off. How many?
2.
Why 2? How many vowel letters do you have here even?
1.
1 vowel letter. So 1 vowel letter gives me one sound in one part. Off. 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 One sound. So I have 1 syllable. 1 sound, 1 syllable. Okay?
Side.
Side.
Side. 1.
1. Long I sound only. Side.
Yes.
So Easter 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then yes, I have a correct haiku here because I have 7 syllables in the second line. We move to the third line, Iltaf. Thank you, Hassan. Please mute yourself. Oh, no, Iltaf, I chose you twice. Sorry, Iltaf. Let's take Lana. Lana.
Miss, yes. Can I?
Let's continue in the third line, Lana. Do we have 5 syllables in the third line?
Look everywhere. Kids. I.
1
syllable.
Excellent.
Look. 1 syllable. Oh.
They make one sound. Oh, look. Oh.
Everywhere. E.
E.
And E-I.
Yes, E.
5 syllable.
Then Y. Then the E
And
at
E and E.
everywhere. Everywhere.
5 syllable.
5 syllables. The E. E and I at the end. Everywhere, everywhere. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, excellent, Yalana. Thank you. So we have 5 syllables. So you notice, guys, that the haiku must be made of 2 lines only.
Miss, why we can't have 3 syllables?
This is the way they wrote haikus. So we must have only 5 syllables in the first and the third line,
Okay.
and 7 syllables in the middle line, in the second line. Okay, guys. So this is how we write a haiku. Now let's see or go over the steps to write a haiku. What should you do?
Which
Of all, what? Okay.
which time you will give us a quiz?
There is no quiz. There is a homework. When I finish, I will tell you what should you do in the homework. Let me finish first. Do not
Okay.
interrupt me anymore, please. When you want to write a haiku, guys, because you're going to write a haiku during this week, first of all, you have to select a type. You have to decide if you're going to write about a season or nature of any other type or an occasion, for example. Okay? Type. Then you pick a certain topic. For example, if you chose a season, then if you want to write about a season, then choose winter, summer, fall, or spring. For example, I choose spring. Okay. Then after that, I start writing about it. What do I recognize about spring? I write 3 lines. After I write the 3 lines, then I have to count the number of syllables. They should not be more than 5 or less than 5 in the first and third line, and they should not be more or less than 7 in the second line. So first of all, you choose the type, you start writing, get the type, then you choose the topic, then you start writing what you recognize about this topic. After that, you have to count the syllables, because if they are more or less, then you have to modify them. Then you put them in the middle. Then you have to put them in the middle with a title. What do I mean by in the middle? Let me show you. Let's move on now to your homework. This is your homework. I gave you an example, for example, okay? This is how you should write it in the middle. You put the first line, the second line, and the third line in the middle, okay? And if you want to add a title, add it above. So they should be centered in the middle. And here even I gave you an example to help you write. So please first you have to try different one from the one here in the example, okay? You have to write your own.
Okay.
I'm going, this is found on the schedule on the application. You go to the schedule, you go to the homework icon, and you will find the homework. Okay? You have till Saturday to do it. You have till
Second day.
Saturday.
Oh.
You have till Saturday to do it. Okay, guys? Don't forget that. This is a graded writing. I have to take the grade for your writing, for your haiku. Don't forget that. Okay? Do you have any questions?
No.
No.
Yes, miss.
We want آه، يعني اللي انت كتبتيهم بدنا نكتبه تحت ولا
No, I have said it twice that you have to write your own, a new one, write a new haiku. Not copy. This is not copy. This is writing. You have to write your own haiku. Please, guys, do not copy it. If you copy it, you're going to take 0.
Yeah, we have to write about a season or a fruit, right?
What? You have to write what?
Can I write about a season?
You can write about a season, but your own haiku. Don't get one from the internet and you copy it, because I will know if you copy one from the internet. You upload it on the application. You have to upload it on the application, yes.
But it's easy. I can think about something and
Okay,
then
good, bravo. And make sure that you put the correct number of syllables.
Miss, but the problem in the homework when I get in, they don't give me art file.
Why?
For some
If it doesn't give you advice, then talk to me.
Miss,
Yes, Lana.
the writing on what the title?
And what the mess? You have to choose the title. You have to choose your writing. You have to choose your
Okay.
For example, if you want to talk about spring, then write the title spring.
يعني we can write anything.
Yes, you can write about whatever you want, but it should be a haiku. Okay?
Okay.
Miss, I have a question.
Yes.
Can I not flip the paper, but
Yes.
can I
What
write
is the
it
meaning
like on
of
a
Nancy,
haiku?
Nancy is talking to me. Why do you interrupt her? Yes, Nancy, what do you want to say?
Is it okay if I wrote it on a scratch paper, not on the printed paper?
No problem. On a draft paper, yes, it's okay, no problem. No
Okay.
problem. Lana, do you want to say something?